We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. This ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's second down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Awesome.
A second down throw for Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. On the return is Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, it's Bell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Take it in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans. Was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second down, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Elliott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the Steelers set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And now running right through it. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go!
Again, it's Bell. And some room to run now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, fighting off the defender. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Hurry up, let's go! Spin. Snickers, you gotta spin.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Black 20.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hurry up, let's go.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Show that bench release and go. Double bump.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, we got set. Blue 30. Hey, what is that? Check. Watch the ball.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Short kick here. Fielded about the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey. Here we go. Wide.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Four down. Hey, here we go. Wide. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's right. Let's go. Let's finish now. What do you think?
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On the counter, here's Bell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell in the final minute. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it to Hearns. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Sí, yo también tengo que acabar el partido.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.